everybody, welcome back to another vlog of mine. It's Warsyndicate here again. Just want to first and foremost thank you all of you guys for getting me over 500 subs. We're on the road to 1,000 now. Hopefully we get there by the end of the week. If not, we'll just keep going until we get there. And every time we get to a goal, we just keep on striving on to do more and do better. Thank you guys so much for actually coming back every day and just hanging out with me and telling me how to play GTA 5 and other games I'm still learning or whatever. But thank you guys so much for that. I really appreciate the support. But this vlog here is mainly to go over my gamer tag and my online handle, whatever you want to call it. There's two different things nowadays. Well, they're the same thing, but people call them different things. Mainly just because I get asked a lot of, not a lot, but here and there I get asked. I thought, why not just make a vlog about it? So here it is. So Warsyndicate is now my name. It's going to be here forever. This is the gamer tag that I actually like. It's unique. Not a lot of people have it. I think that I've maybe Googled it and maybe only one or two other people pop up, but they don't play games anymore, anything like that. So, I mean, I'm pretty much the only one. But as you guys know from my last vlog, I played a lot of games growing up, things like that. And, I mean, single player, there's no such thing as an online handle or gamer tag because there was no multiplayer, no online. But eventually games came out such as like StarCraft, or actually Warcraft, Battle.net Edition, like what was it, Dark Age Camelot, EverQuest, I mean, I think there was like Ragnarok. There are so many games and go on and on about, I mean, Quake, Unreal, Tournament, CSGO 1.6, which is where I pretty much got into my thing, Diablo 2. There's so many games where pretty much online handles became a thing. And I didn't really get into it until Counter-Strike and StarCraft. StarCraft, I think, was the first, but I didn't really have my own StarCraft account or online handle for it. I kind of just used my brother's. We would just play on the same account because we only had one StarCraft CD key, and we weren't going to buy another one because I wasn't that great at that game. I was okay, but I wasn't the best. But I think it was my balls itch is what they went by. My cousin and my brother went by my balls itch. They would just change out the letters, like the I's and the L's, like so they can get multiple accounts or whatever with it, in case one account just fucking tanked one week or whatever, and made him go down the ladder really fast. But yeah, that's what it was at first. But then once there was the place here in Vegas called Evo Games. It was a PC cafe, internet cafe, and they pretty much held tournaments for like CS, Counter-Strike 1.6, and StarCraft. I think was the main ones that they had there. And my cousin at the time, he was the one that actually got me and my brother into computer gaming, and he was there with his friends all the time. He would go there a good amount of the time. So my brother was like, "Yo, we should go. Let's go check it out, whatever." So we did that. So this was around the time that the Spawn movie came out, and I didn't really have an online handle. Everybody, like my cousin was iRockZ because he had an iRock, or no, it's iRockZ28 was his name because he had a 1989 iRockZ Camaro. My brother was Dolomite. I don't know why he chose Dolomite, but he chose Dolomite. Sorry for autofocus, but he chose Dolomite, which is like a TV character or whatever, and he stuck with that. So me, I didn't really have anything, and Spawn came out, and I saw the Violator in the movie, which is the clown guy played by John Leguizamo, and just the freaking demon himself or whatever. And I thought he was fucking amazing. Like, yo, he's badass looking. Like, this was like cool shit looking back in like '98, something around that. I think it was that year, '97. And I was like, holy fuck, this is awesome. So I went by Violator. And as I started to get to know all my cousin's friends and stuff like that, I was like 3 or 4 years younger than them. They were all in high school. I think I was still in middle school. They started making fun of that name a lot. They're like, "Oh, it's the Violator." Like, "Oh my god, he's gonna violate you. He's gonna like sexually violate you." All this stupid shit that I was like, "All right, I can't take." Like, I could take a lot of shit time. As a kid, I was like, "All right, it's just a joke now, so I have to change it." So when I started playing CS:GO with these guys, or not CS:GO 1.6 with these guys, I never actually competed in tournaments or anything like that. I was too young. I wasn't like they didn't want me on their team. I was good, but I was just younger. They just knew me as Z28's little cousin or whatever. So I eventually changed it to. I was actually really good at scouting and opping back in 1.6. So I eventually changed my name to Optics. It was just and then my brother made a stupid little clan called CSD, or like Counter-Strike Dynasty or something like that. And he was Dolomite, and actually no, he actually went from Dolomite to Tactics, and I went to Optics. So that's what we had or whatever. He was CSD Tactics and I was CSD Optics. And we just played together. We didn't join any other clans. We didn't fucking recruit anybody like that. We were just stupid and decided to put that tag in front of our names. That's what we went by. But then eventually I was like, alright, Optics is kind of like, I mean, I play other games. Optics just doesn't really work. It's just like Optics doesn't work well in StarCraft or Warcraft or Diablo. So at the time, I started watching X-Men, started doing more research on X-Men and villains, things like that, like looking for cool names, and I came across Onslaught, which is pretty much the being created by what is it, like the fucking souls or essences of fucking Xavier Magneto. And Onslaught's he just looks like a badass, one of the strongest villains ever created and shit like that. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go with Onslaught, and I went with Onslaught for another while. Evo Games eventually closed out. There's another one that opened up called PC Intercrew, and now it's another internet cafe across the street from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas here, UNLV. And we went there all the time, and then I was pretty much known. I think I was only there for a little bit as the gamer as Onslaught. And then World of Warcraft came out, and Onslaught, of course, was taken because there's a lot of fucking people out there with Onslaught. It's a common name. It sounds cool. Why not? Like, yeah, I couldn't get it on the server that my cousin played on. So that's when there was kind of a shift. So now this is where I got to go back a little bit more to talk about. So I have. There's 4 brothers in my family and my younger sister, so there's 5 of us total. I'm the youngest brother, the oldest brother, the second oldest, and then the one that plays video games with me is the third oldest, the one right after me. We're 3 years apart. The other one I was 5 years apart, and then the other one I'm 7 years apart. So, my brother that played video games with me, we've always just gotten together a lot, and when I played World of Warcraft, he eventually got World of Warcraft too. So my other brother, the third oldest, was never in the game. My oldest brother liked games too, but he didn't play as much because he was older than us. So he had other shit, other priorities on his mind. The third oldest, however, he was never really a gamer, never really a nerd, didn't really care for a lot of things. Like he was like the popular kid in school. He was mainly into racing cars and racing his cars and whatnot. So he loved working on his Mustang, his Supra that he had at the time, and but he would always walk in and watch me and my brother like yell across the rooms, yell across each other's rooms because we didn't use Skype back then or anything like that. I literally like when I arenaed with my brother, we just yelled across the room and like stun, 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 like fuck, I'm silencing, like stupid shit like that. But he would watch us play StarCraft and Diablo and things like that. He would walk in and just hang out with us for a little bit, then he'd take off or whatever. And well, it's my brother David, and he one day he started going to the community college here, College Southern Nevada, CSN, and he got a Gateway laptop. His shit was like this thick. It was so big. It was like the first laptop our family ever owned back in the day. I think it was like 2002 or something like that, 2003, maybe around 03ish, around that time. Yeah, a little 02. But anyways, he ended up. He's like, "Hey, let me borrow your StarCraft CD. You don't play it anymore, do you?" I was like, "I play a little bit, but yeah, let me get it." And so I installed StarCraft, gave him the CD key and everything, and he's tried to learn how to play. Which is amazing. Honestly, he just wanted to hang out more with us and like get into video games with us. He never really explained it, but he just wanted to play. That day, he wanted to play StarCraft, so I installed it for him. Let him play the campaign, things like that, and then we got him online. And he's like, "I want to play online. I want to play by myself." So I was like, all right. So we got him online. Like, you're gonna get your ass beat though. You're gonna get your ass beat really good. Around that time, a movie came out called Black Mass with Jet Li. And the bad guys, from what I can remember, because I still hadn't even seen the entire movie all the way through, and like sometimes it's false. I was too young; I fell asleep all the time. But in that movie, the bad guys or whatever, I think even Jet Li was one of them. I can't fucking remember. My bad if I butchered that movie for some of you guys that like that movie. I apologize. But they were called the Syndicate, syndicates. Each one was a different syndicate or something like that. And so he named himself 702 Syndicate. Because the area code here in Las Vegas is 702. So for his very first gamer handle or his online handle, gamer tag, it was 702 Syndicate. So I saw that, and like he didn't really play too much anymore. He tried it for a little bit, but it was also around the time my brother, David, the one that I'm talking about, he actually passed away. He passed away, fell asleep at the wheel, and yeah, got into an accident, passed away. So when I started playing World of Warcraft or whatnot, while he was still alive, I wanted to be like him. I was like, well, his is 702 Syndicate. Onslaught's taken, so I chose War Syndicate. I just put War because I was a warrior, so I chose a warrior because my cousin told me no rogues, no druids, no nothing, and I put War and I put Syndicate together. I was like, okay, cool, this works. And because Onslaught was taken, I couldn't get it, so I chose War Syndicate. And then roughly around a year, I think I played World of Warcraft for about a year and a half. My brother was still alive this time. I kind of fucked up the timeline there, but right after I graduated high school, a couple of months afterward is when he actually passed away. And so even though I kind of quit World of Warcraft and all that after high school because there was a lot to deal with, and just a lot of other stuff going on with my guild and things like that, I quit WoW for about a year. And for me to really change my name, I just felt it was wrong to ever change Warsyndicate. I just decided that since I wanted to be like my brother, he was someone I looked up to a lot, that I will keep Warsyndicate forever as like a partial tribute to him, even though he didn't play a lot of games. He didn't do that. But the fact that he wanted to or tried to play StarCraft or whatever, it meant a lot to me. And so just to keep, whenever I log in, I see War Syndicate and I see the Syndicate part of it, I always think about that day when he first told me to install StarCraft into his laptop. So it really means a lot to me, and that's why my name is War Syndicate. That's where it originates. It's mainly because I wanted to be cool like my older brother. I didn't really game a lot, and just as tribute, I guess, or dedicated to him, I decided to keep that forever, never change it. So War Syndicate to me means a lot. It's a personal thing that I just come to acknowledge. The Syndicate part of it, I tell you guys just to call me War, but I mean my name is War Syndicate. My gamer tag is War Syndicate. I have it on Xbox. I have it on pretty much any game you can possibly find me on. World of Warcraft, Steam ID is War Syndicate. PlayStation, unfortunately, someone already had it. I don't know if it was me or something like that. I just forgot the password. I don't really do PlayStation, but it's War Syndicate 87. My pretty much everywhere you go, you'll see War Syndicate. My Twitter, someone else unfortunately has War Syndicate on Twitter. But yeah, it's just straight up War Syndicate, and it will stay that way forever and ever and ever. Mainly because he was a brother that we all looked up to, and was a great fucking dude in general. So hopefully, now that you guys know a little bit about that, whenever you guys say my name, you guys know where the actual meaning of it and what it means to me to have this name. So yes, it's not 702 Syndicate, but it's somewhat close, and he's the reason why I have this gamer tag, and he's also the reason why I am the person I am today. So that is also why I, again, go by this online handle. That's the main reason behind it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching this vlog. I really, really appreciate it. Hopefully there'll be more to come. I'm trying to post more and more vlogs, and also more outside of my actual bedroom when I start recording stuff. But again, thank you guys so much for the support. Hopefully you guys like that whole little vlog about where my name originates from, or why I decided to make it. But again, thank you guys so much for the subs. Thank you guys so much for coming back every day. I really, really, really appreciate it. To me, subs are great, but what's more important are the viewers that keep coming back every day and just hanging out with me and chatting with me and telling me what I missed or what I could do better to become a better gamer. And I really, really appreciate you guys. This channel is growing. It's growing slowly, but it's growing, and it's because of you guys. Thank you so much for making this a great community. Thank you guys so much for just being here all the time. So I'll catch you guys later. I'll be streaming pretty much all this week, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Syndicate. Stay strong, guys. I'll be back later, all right?